Hey, welcome back. It's Eric Arnold here on Monday, August 16th. We're back in the sports barn. We're here to do our weekly MLB recap episode, kind of give you an idea where we're at this season, what we've done, what's our season-to-date record. We've got one pick for you, just the one here on this Monday. Got some thoughts about, obviously, the Afghanistan withdrawal. Some would say collapse, debacle, what have you. We'll say withdrawal. First, let's get to our picks here. Well, not the picks, our year-to-date records. I always go first here with Pittsburgh Louie. He's our guest handicapper in the comment section. He's been there all year. He's a trooper. He's ice cold. I know that. I think he's trying to shoot his way out of the slump, if you will. He just seems to be making more and more picks, and they just keep losing. So the death spiral is getting steeper and steeper. So he needs to pull himself together here. He's now down to just plus 15 units for the year, which is still pretty good. That's a solid, we'll say, a solid high 54% winning percentage. That's plus. That's a plus. It's baseball. Where else are you going to find winning baseball handicappers? That's what I keep telling you people. The baseball is hard to handicap. And here in the barn, you have two different winning handicappers. You have Pittsburgh Louie. And then now here's my record. Now I've passed Pittsburgh Louie. I've trailed him all year long. And now I've passed him. He's been hot, he's been cold. I've been hot. Had a 14-game winning streak earlier last week. That was snap, but we're just smoking here. 21, almost 22 units to the good. Roughly about 4%. That's a solid 54% winning percentage. So. Doing the math here, we're approaching 500 picks for the year. I mean, that's damn good. I'm proud of that. I don't have anything but good things to say about my baseball handicapping at the moment. So, hey, you're welcome. How about that? All this effort actually is starting to come to fruition, and we're happy about that. We are happy about that. So, all right, well, let's, I guess, unless you've been in a cave or you don't watch the news, the Taliban has taken over Afghanistan. We are pulling our people out. And apparently the Taliban was right on their heels. And I guess there's no, I don't know, what were we over there, 20 years? So 20 years setting up some kind of Jeffersonian democracy, I guess, didn't work. In that nobody has the guts to stand up to the Taliban unless it's the United States Army, which I guess is being paid to do such. So anyone inside the country, the Afghanistan people, I guess that's just the nature of the government they want. Look, I got mixed feelings about this. I'm a libertarian. That means a couple things. Well, the Drew Carey definition of libertarian is a Republican that still likes to get high. Unsaid in that definition is, I think, a libertarian is also a person who says, why are we the world's policemen? Why are we all these places? The godfather of libertarian thought is Ron Paul, who famously gave a speech in 2002 on the floor of the House predicting disaster when we invaded Iraq, and pretty much everything he predicted came to pass. No one gives him credit for that, but he did it. He was pretty much the only voice saying, why are we going into Iraq? This is kind of stupid, but hey, I'm Ron Paul. No one listens to me. That could have been his tagline back in the day. He could have had that on his desk. I'm Ron Paul. I'm right and no one listens to me. So, same thought with Afghanistan. It was like, well, okay, so we went in there to get bin Laden. We failed at that. Yeah, we failed. I mean, did we get him in Afghanistan? No. You know, it took 10 more years, and then we caught him in a mansion in Pakistan. we, we didn't do the job in 2001 when we went in there. So, and then we just stayed and stayed and stayed and stayed some more. My wife's son, he was over there 2 years ago, served a year. He's not right. You know, he didn't get shot, but he's not right. You know, he probably lost part of himself over there. He's not exactly right. And what the hell was he there for? What the fuck for? You know, what was the point? Just to have the same, you know, we leave and the same guys that had it before we got over get it again. So I don't know. You know, we shouldn't be there. I just, you know, it's the kind of thing that we couldn't execute a withdrawal any better than this. I mean, what you're seeing on TV is just like, you're listening to Joe Biden sputter and, you know, be exposed for the fool that he is. He's him saying this is not like Saigon. Well, of course it's not like Saigon. Saigon's a humid city in Southeast Asia, and Kabul is a arid, mountainous city in Central Asia. They're totally different. Oh, other than the fact that, you know, it looks like a monkey trying to fuck a football as chaos ensues and people running for their lives. That's the same. But other than that, you know, helicopters ferrying desperate people out of the country 2 steps ahead of the murderous winners who are going to slaughter anyone they can get their hands on that's left over. You know, that's the same. I don't know, you know, what's going on over in Kabul, it's almost like, you know, if I was in charge, they just grabbed me off the street and put me in the Oval Office, or anybody, you know, if they just picked a guy out of the phone booth and a phone book and said, here, you're in charge, you're the president, and what should we do on Iraq? You have 10 minutes to make a decision. I don't think that guy out of the phone book could make a worse hash of this than Joe Biden has. I don't know how anyone just randomly selected could do any worse than this. It's like, this is how you guys withdraw. I mean, I thought we were, I don't know, I just thought, you know, we had the capability to be organized and thoughtful and perhaps not look like complete idiots. Maybe there's no way to get out without it looking like this. Maybe that's possible. I just don't know. I suspect that's not the answer, that there was a way to pull out without looking like a complete fucking idiot. But, you know, we're out. I'm happy we're out. We should be out. You know, like I said, my wife's son, he should have never had to gone over there to begin with. That just happened. That was within the last couple of years. What the hell did he go over there for? You know, to do what exactly? In the name of what? To preserve what? So, I guess Biden's going to talk later this afternoon. That ought to be highly entertaining. Watching this cadaver stammer and stutter and blame Donald Trump. What an embarrassment this guy is. Oh my God. So yeah, it's sad. I don't, you know, it's gonna suck for the people of Afghanistan, but then do something about it. You know, it's your country. So if the women over there want to go to school and don't want to just be locked in their homes for the rest of their lives, then fucking do something about it. Don't wait for some foreign country's army to save your asses. It's up to you. It's up to you, Afghanistan people. But that aside, what else? Only have the one pick here for you today. Just, I couldn't make heads or tails out of this card today. you got a lot of the haves are playing have-nots, and they've been smashing the shit out of the have-nots. But then the prices are getting pretty steep, and maybe I'm being just a little too cautious. Maybe I should just throw out a whole card full of favorites and just expect that the Giants will smash the Mets and the Dodgers will smash the Pirates and the Padres will smash the Rockies, et cetera, et cetera. Oh yeah, and the Reds will smash the Cubs. I don't like these first games of series until I get a handle on the vibe, the flow. How's it going? So we're just going to have the one here. A's, White Sox. I think we're going to try to just fade the White Sox, at least here. They don't really have a lot to play for, honestly. They've got a 10-game lead. I was surprised by this, and you might be as well. Did you know that the Athletics and the White Sox have identical records? They do. I thought the White Sox would have some, be 5-10 games better than the A's, but they're not. They have identical records. But the perception is that the White Sox are much better than the A's. Maybe it's just because they're definitely into the playoffs because they're in a shitty division. So I think you get value here with the A's. That's a team that has to win. They are by no means guaranteed into the playoffs. In fact, the little percentage thing on ESPN's standings, puts it around 53%. That's not that likely. So, that's more likely than not, 53, but barely. So they got to do some business. They know it. The White Sox are coasting. The White Sox are bringing back a lot of injured players, which makes them more scary, but in a way, not really, because these injured dudes, Eloy Jimenez, Luis Robert, I think they got a second baseman, is his name Engel or something like that. They're all coming off the IL. They don't have a rhythm yet. They're still getting into the swing of things. Their timing's off. So I think this is a chance maybe to beat this team. I think we're getting value here with Montas over a Keuchel, only -110. That's not a hateful price. So I think we'll go ahead here with the A's on this Monday. See if they can't keep their drive for the playoffs alive. That's all we got. I'll probably go back and just watch the news, just see. Like I said, it's almost just right now, it's just sad. This isn't going to affect us here. In other words, I don't expect there's going to be some Islamic attack on the United States in the next 6 months. I'm sure there will be at one point. Now, you may not know it because I'm sure they'll just blame it on domestic violent extremists here in this country, unless, the Islamists run out onto the tarmac or something saying, we did it, we did it, we did it. They're going to have to do that to claim credit because the United States government will just say, oh, something blew up and the Islamists did it? Well, we'll just blame Trump and his people. We'll make sure we pin it on them. I guarantee you that's going to happen. So we'll see. Hopefully the Islamists are unable or unwilling or just simply don't care anymore to attack the United States. Although I did say, this is actually out there. Some CNN reporter, I guess, tweeted out as there's a Toyota pickup truck load of Taliban fighters going down the street. And she said, they're chanting death to America, but they seem friendly. It's like, what? Oh, okay. Well, of course they're friendly. They won. They won. They can afford to be happy. Death to America. Death to America. They can cut your head off now at their leisure. They've got no timetable. They've got no schedule. They can get you later, CNN reporter. Of course they're happy. So, and friendly. They seem friendly. Death to America. I don't know. I think that's almost just like almost their staple now that they just go to. I don't even know if they mean it anymore. Maybe they do. Alright, that's all we got. There'll be no show tomorrow. I actually have to, I hate to use the word work, but I have to go and someone will pay me for going somewhere. So, is that considered work? Well, that'll be my day tomorrow. No show tomorrow. Maybe we'll see you Wednesday. Eric Arnold signing off.